GTA 6 will reportedly, right, have the series' first ever female protagonist. Now we got some characters that are upset that says they're diehard fans from 1997, from the first GTA, to people that are inclusive and embrace this sort of inclusion and change for the GTA series. I mean, personally, it's 2021. I don't know what to say other than, has this not already been anticipated? I mean, I believe that there would be a female protagonist. However, I do not believe that it will just solely be a female protagonist, meaning that you will be able to pick male or female, or it'll be like GTA 5 where you have to interactively change between 2 to 3 characters. But nonetheless, I like to give my opinion on female protagonists and whether I think that's a good or bad thing, and let it be just that, my opinion. Uh, it's 2021, and I've really been peeping game when it comes to agendas, political messaging, messages being pushed in the video game industry, right? You got your Neil Druckmans, things of that nature. Last of Us 2, we'll get to that in a second if we really want to. We don't want to, but we may have to dig a little deep into that. Not deep, briefly touch on it. But that being said, I've already anticipated this happening in the gaming industry, so it's no surprise to me when it comes to us playing as a female protagonist. Now, do I personally have a problem with it? No. If the writing is right, hell, I played Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Amazing game, loved it because it made sense. It made sense. It showed her vulnerabilities, yada, yada, yada. It made sense for it to be a female lead. I couldn't see it any other way. You got games like Tomb Raider, things of that nature, right? Staples that people always reference. But they've always had a female lead. We're talking about GTA 6. And we're talking about the GTA series in general since 1997 has predominantly, right? Not saying you couldn't play as a female character, but has predominantly been male protagonists, right? Right. So, that being said, I understand why people are upset that, well, I understand why hardcore fans, some of them are upset that a female is being introduced. If it was solely you playing as a female lead only, even me, I would be like, again, anticipated it, but would be upset in terms of, I don't even know if that's the right word, that I'm not a female, so I don't like playing as a female as my main. That's not my go-to when it comes to these open world. If I'm going to make a character or be playing an open world, I'm not playing, if it's not a superhero game where, she has superpowers or, something like that, I may pick a female lead, but for a playthrough. But when it comes to an open world like the GTA 6 and whatnot, if you only give me the option to play as a female, yeah, I'd be upset because, again, as a man, I don't connect with playing as a female. It doesn't really tickle me to play as a female. I don't understand that perspective fully. You know what I mean? Playing as a man, a masculine male, doing male shit. Yeah, that resonates with me. So as a man, I would be upset. So then you could say the same could be said for women. Well, then women would be upset, right? Because we got more women gaming and more women playing GTA 6 when it comes out, and GTA 5 right now, currently, or GTA Online. We do have more women playing, more females playing, young ladies playing, things of that nature. Again, it's 2021, so why be shocked? I can, again, not confirmed by Rockstar. Well, I should have referenced, that's kind of lazy of me. I should have referenced an article because they did, or it was an interview they made or had where they did reference that you would have an option to play as a female. So I do believe it's going to be you play as a male or a female and you get to choose. But this just quickly leads me into the second point that I want to make is the why, and kind of the Last of Us 2 reference, the reason behind it. Now, if you're trying to be inclusive, I understand that. I may not agree with it, but I understand it. We live in this era, right? Now, if you're gonna have a female lead, right? And just for a second, just entertain the idea that it would solely be a female lead. You don't get the option to pick male or female. It's just gonna be female lead. Knowing this series, right, being predominantly male based when it comes to protagonists, would kind of raise red flags and question marks as to why this is happening. I wouldn't particularly like that type of switch for GTA in general because it's never been done before. It's always been predominantly males. So when I think of it's not that I'm scared of changing it like that. I'm well adaptive. I can adapt to things very well, to change very well. But when I think of GTA, I don't think of a female protagonist, right? I don't think of female going out robbing, doing this and that. Not saying they don't, of course they do, but I just don't see that as being the face, the poster boy of GTA. But if you were to do it, I wouldn't recommend that you do it like The Last of Us 2, meaning where you shoehorn in a female lead by killing the whole story and by killing one of the most beloved male protagonists, right, Joel Miller, just to, again, only that, shoehorn in this new female role and show that anything you can do, I can do better, and have pregnant women running on scaffolds, doing things they wouldn't normally do. That's abnormally out of character. It's just abnormal, right? I don't want to see that done again. Again, I've accepted there's going to be more females and female leads and even, transgenders and things of that nature, more inclusion. But there's a way to go about it. Whether I agree with it or not is beside the point. What's going to happen is going to happen. But I do enjoy playing video games. And if we're going to be more inclusive, or if the creators are going to choose to be more inclusive, there's ways to go about it without destroying, and this is just some advice, I guess, without destroying your franchise. But Grand Theft Auto, do people really care about the story anymore? Because half the people that I talk to online haven't even played the story, finished the story. Same with Red Dead Online. Haven't even played the story, and that's one of the best stories ever. Red Dead 2. And GTA 5 had a great story as well that I enjoyed thoroughly. Very innovative as well. But most players have not even played it. Most of these kids haven't even played it, the story of either of these games. They just hopped online. So most people are concerned about online. So how much is Rockstar even going to invest in the story is what I'm wondering. Right? Because their main cash pool has always been online. So you would think more of the time and the work ethic is going to go towards GTA's 6 online or whatever they're going to call it. And to be honest, so I think they'll do enough to where you pick a male or female character and leave it at that. And then focus on their main grab, which is going to be online. Because let's be honest, like, who's not going to buy GTA 6, whether you play as a male or female?